What's up YouTubers, me over here. Today we're gonna do a video of a Digimon deck profile. So as you guys know, I've been playing Digimon, and of course recently I've been doing an unboxing video. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, please go to the link in the description below. And of course, in today's deck profile, I'm gonna do a raid hybrid deck related to the BT-07 Next Adventure. That's the latest booster for Japan version, and of course it's all about hybrid Digimon. So without further ado, let's get it to it. Let's start off with the Digitama. The Digitama, I will play the latest Digitama for the red, which is a Purimon, I think. Yeah, play 3, not too much, not too less. Skill is, during your turn, if you have a tamer, this Digimon plus 1000. Red card doesn't have any power boost, so mostly I will use this to gain the power boost. And of course, 2 of the starter cards. Starter Digitama. This also adds power as long as you have 4 or more Digivolution source. Mostly play 2. Most likely there's only these 2 options. The others, they mostly rely on the requirements of names, and sometimes you need to go like example piercing for Jasmine, so that doesn't work here. Okay, on to the level 6 for Kaisergreymon. This is the boss card of the deck, so most likely they will play 4. Ability is Shingeki. Yeah, when you evolve, this unit gain Shingeki, so every time you cross your memory to your opponent's side, you are allowed to attack your opponent or their Digimon. So the second skill is, when this Digimon attack, during your turn, once per turn, if this Digimon was blocked by opponent, you can activate back this Digimon, and of course gain 1+1 memory for each hybrid card in your Digivolution source. A very good card, so encounter blocker decks. Next will be Ancient Greymon. Yeah, Ancient Greymon is mostly focusing on hybrid too. It doesn't work out that well during the 4th booster set, so mostly in this booster set it will help a bit more. But some people don't really rely on this, they mostly would go solo for Kaisergreymon instead. So I will just play 3 only, because just in case, you know, early game rush, early game deal security. Yeah, so those who don't know the abilities. Skill is, when during your turn, this Digimon gain +1 security for each hybrid Digimon or Greymon in its name, other than the other Greymons. But Meta Greymon, I think it works. Okay, so a second ability is, on deletion, you may play a hybrid card with level 4 or below from your hand and call it to the field. A good card. So in this booster, there's some cards that where you can call a level 4 or below hybrid to the field, which you can search up for the cards. I'll explain later. Next will be a level 5. 3 Aldermon. I won't play that much, but it's pretty useful. Some people will use 4. I would recommend that you go for 4 cards, but I play 3. Well, its skill is, if you have a tamer in your source, which basically, let's say if you have a tamer underneath the Digivolution source, this Digimon can evolve to the level 4 -2 cost, so basically 1 cost evolve to the Digimon. Second skill is, when evolve, if you have a hybrid Digimon on your source, Digivolution source, this Digimon plus 4000. So most likely it will pump power. If example, if you evolve to 1 cost evolve to this guy, and then you get 12k, and then after that when you evolve again to Kaisergreymon Shingeki, you get a 16k power, because Kaisergrey is only a 12k power. And of course the ESS, the inherited skill, is, when during your turn, if you have a hybrid Digimon or a 10 warrior, legendary 10 warrior, during the security check, all your opponent's security abilities are nullified. So basically, if you're facing Gaia Force or any other option cards or memory boost, those cards are nullified. Okay, so the next one, BT-04's Aldermon, another Aldermon. Yes, this is the only level 5 hybrid for level 5 for the old sets. Why I play 4 is because the first skill is, most likely you will gain +1 security just like that. That's a very good card. It's an SR too. Second skill is during your turn, if you have a hybrid in your Digivolution source, this Digimon plus 4000. So it not only gives you extra security, but also gives you extra power. So I play 4 instead. Most people will have their own options to play their decks, but this is my build, so I'm just sharing out. Okay, on to the level 4. 3 Vitramon, so people will call it Burning Greymon. Yeah, play 3 because skill is not, to be honest, not really into my liking. It has a good skill sometimes because 1, you can evolve to a level 4 with 1 cost, and of course sometimes if let's say opponent has a rookie rush or something like, you know, Gazimon or Loopmon that preventing you from gaining memory, so this ability is very good. It's a decent card. Okay, so its ability is you may evolve from this card to your tamer to treat the tamer as level 3. So basically hybrid Digimon, you can evolve from tamer side. Second ability is when you evolve, if you have a Takuya Kambara or a hybrid Digimon, the opponent Digimon DP 4000 will be destroyed. Yeah. Okay, for Takuya, for those who don't know who is Takuya Kambara, I will explain later. Next will be 4 promo of Agonimon. Agonimon, mostly I play 4 is because need more, because since I played 3 Ancient Grey, so most likely 4 Agony, it should be the best option. You can't play less, can't play more. I most likely play max 4. Yeah, because unless you play 2 Ancient Grey, 3 Agony would be recommended. Don't play so much because you need more cards. More space for other cards. So 4. Skill is, when this Digimon attacks, if you were to evolve into an Ancient Greymon, that Digimon can evolve for 2 costs, because you see, Ancient Greymon is actually a 5 cost. Yeah, so 5 cost evolve, so this one is a shortcut from level 4 to level 6 by using 2 costs, but there's a condition. At the end of the turn, this Digimon will be deleted. So after the end, this Digimon will die. So in the end, there's pros and cons, but that's a good thing. It's combo with the Ancient Greymon, because Ancient Greymon skill, when it dies, you can call out a level 4 or below Digimon. So it's good. And of course, the inherited skill is, and when doing a turn, if you were to evolve to Ancient Greymon, this Digimon, the cost of evolution for Ancient Grey will be -2 cost, so 3 cost evolve. So it's good. Early game rush. Okay, next will be 2 blockers, because you need that 1 cost evolution, and of course you can sometimes evolve to Vitramon. And last but not least, 2 Agonimon. For this one is because you can evolve from tamer side, and it's a pretty easy cost. Sometimes you won't get stuck. You know, it's like a final resort. So 2 piece. Next, move on to the level 3. 4 BT-07 Flamon. Why 4? Because not only you can search, but most likely the ESS is the point too. So the first skill is, on place, check top 4 card. Then you may take a hybrid card, a Susano card, or Takuya Kabara card. So it's like 3 choices, but you only get to choose 1. Not a good chance. Mostly you will use a BT4 Flamon, but sometimes it's good. It's because the ESS. The inherited skill is, if this Digimon is deleted, you may call a Takuya Kambara from your hand to the field. Yep, so that's why I played 4, because of that skill. Next, of course, BT4 Flamon. Flamon ability, as you guys already know, but I will explain it anyways. On place, check the top 3 card, add 1 hybrid card and a tamer to hand, so the rest will go to the bottom of the deck. Same goes to this, but this one only can choose 1. But this can choose 2, but of course you check top 3 only. But it doesn't have ESS though, but it's okay. This one is also mostly good, but this is just in case. Okay, this is another Flamon. There's total of 3, but not bad. Okay, this is from BT-07. Play 4 is because of this skill. Inherited skill is during your turn, if this Digimon has a hybrid or a 10 warrior, this Digimon will gain piercing. Easy cost, and not easy cost. Most likely, if let's say opponent has a blocker, this Digimon will be your man. So 4 piece. For the level 3 will be 3 Mokomon, the BT-07 Mokomon. Why is it Mokomon? Is because on play, check the top 5 card, you may take a hybrid card or a 10 legendary warrior deck, 10 legendary warrior deck card, sorry, and of course a tamer. So you can pick hybrid or a 10 warrior and a tamer. So it's a good card. It's basically like Flamemon, but it's white. That's not the only skill. The second skill is during your turn, once per turn of course. When you evolve from Tamer, like basically if you evolve from let's say use Kaisergreymon to evolve Tamer, you will increase a memory +2. So if let's say I have 2 Mokomon on the field, then after that I use Kaisergreymon to evolve from Tamer, then I will total +4 memory. It's a good card. It's because save cost. And of course, in case if let's say you pass your turn and you can't do anything, so this is actually a good card. Not only a searcher, but a memory gainer. Okay, now on to the level 7. 1 piece of Susanomon, because why not? Because in case your deck, in case the match drags too long, this will be the guy who helps you cycle the cards back to the deck. So its skill is, you may choose, you will choose 10, must choose 10 cards, a total of 10 cards from your hand or trash with Tamer or Hybrid card, and move them to the bottom of the deck, any order. So hand or trash, 10 cards, Tamer or Hybrid to bottom of the deck. To evolve this card onto a Tamer, to treat that Tamer as a level 6 Digimon. And of course it's a 7 cost. Digimon is pretty big. Yep, and it has a rainbow color in it, because it's available for every color. Good card. So, and after that, this Digimon plus 2 securities during your turn, of course. So basically 3 security attacker, and the last skill is on deletion. Not on deletion. When you evolve, you can choose 1 opponent's Digimon and destroy. So 7 cost evolve, and of course you can destroy 1 opponent Digimon. But most likely if you evolve, it's basically opponent's turn. Unless this is an option from you guys, because I don't play that way. So you guys can actually go and search for a BT-5 like option card. Yeah, that 0 cost option card. Yeah, the 0 cost option card from BT-5, the Omega's booster. It's skilled because you can choose a level 7 from your hand and evolve from to level 6, and of course that level 6 itself, basically Tamer, can be treated as level 6, so that's why you can use only 1 cost to evolve to Susanomon. But the cons is you have to put back to bottom deck at the end of the turn. Yeah, but this is not my type of build, but mostly I will just play with 1 piece of him, but I won't play that BT-5. And last but not least, BT-5's Omegamon. Why? It's because in case if Kaisergreymon can't finish the job, this will be your guy to finish the job. It will be your option to finish your opponent. And of course, those who don't know the Omega skill, when you evolve, this Digimon gains Shingeki, and of course when you evolve, you can restand back this Digimon, and during your opponent's turn, actually both turn, if this Digimon were to be deleted by opponent's effect, you may return 1 level 6 from your Digivolution source, add to your hand to prevent that deletion from happening. If let's say opponent uses an option card like Gaia Force or Hell's Gate but destroy this Digimon, you may take that level 6 back to hand to prevent that from happening. Tamer site, 1 Daemon. Why? Because +3 memory. Second, if your Greymon attacks, you can rest this Tamer to gain 1 memory. So let's say Daemon goes back to 3 memory, and then after that when you evolve to Kaisergrey, you get Shingeki Blitz, most likely. So when you attack, Shingeki, if opponent guards or not, that is their decision. But when your Kaisergrey attack, you can rest this Digimon from opponent's 1 memory, you jump back to 0 memory. So you still have stuff to do during your turn, just in case. So if let's say Kaisergrey, in case Kaisergrey came out, and then Kaisergrey from 3 memory to 1 memory, with 4 cost to evolve from Tamer. And when you attack during Blitz. After that, Demon effect, rest, gain 1 memory, so you get 0. Then after that, if let's say Kaisermon can't finish, you can directly evolve Shingeki again from using Omega. For Takuya Kambara. Okay, about this card that I mentioned earlier, most of the cards rely on this because I'll play 4 is because one thing. First of all, the security check, this table will be called out to the battlefield, not battlefield, mostly at the table site. And I think it says during your turn. Yeah, I think it's during your turn. Once per turn, you may place 5 cards with hybrid to this card's Digivolution source. Basically, you just come out and then you put 5 hybrid, like let's say this. Okay, just example, okay? So total of 5 hybrids. You will put 5 of them to the bottom of the source to this Tamer, to treat this Tamer as a level 5 red Digimon, and it's also only meant for Kaisergreymon. It's not meant for other Digimon, only for Kaisergreymon. Why? Is because it stated here, Kaisergreymon. So you evolve for 4 costs. And not only that, why? Is because you can actually use all the ESS, all the inherited skills, just like that. That's why I play 4. And the second skill, inherited skill, is during your turn, this Digimon plus 2000, if your damage power, DP for short, is 10,000 or more, this Digimon plus 1 security. So Kaisergrey attacks, 10,000 more power, of course, obvious. So, and 2 checks. So mostly opponent might block and some might not block it. But mostly if you have 0 depth, if you have 0 security left, most opponent have to force to block for it. Otherwise, they will lose. Okay, for this. And 2 Analog Boy from the EX01 booster, which is before BT-07. Why I played 2 is because on play, reveal the top 3 card, add 1 Digimon to hand, and rest to the trash. Why is it good? Is because when you check the top 3, in case you need 1 Digimon that you really need, that Flamemon can't take to hand, or the Bokomon can't take to hand, you can take 1 Digimon that is not required color and the rest hybrid to trash, so that to fill up the trash for Takuya Kambara. That's the good one. I mean, I play 2 is more than enough. Most likely most people will play 3 Tamers of him. Okay, second skill is both turns, if your level 5 or above Digimon is delete, you will increase 1 memory and you will go back to hatching area. So basically, not go back to hatching area, it's more like you will go back to hatch. So basically, you open a Digitama. So if, let's say, your Digitama is already out with a Digimon on it, if let's say your level 5 Digimon or above, let's say Kaisergreymon, is already dead, then it requires you to rest, and then you will hatch again, and plus 1 memory. That's why I play 2. I won't play more than that because there's not enough space for him. And of course, the last card, the option card, 4 cost option card for the latest booster. Skill is main phase. Choose 1 of your hybrid Digimon and choose 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the same DP or less and destroy. So example, if I choose Kaisergreymon, so 4 costs, I choose Kaisergreymon as the hybrid, and I choose an opponent's Digimon with the same DP or less than Kaisergrey, will be destroyed. So if I have Kaisergrey on the field, skill effect, use, opponent has another Kaisergrey on the field, I will destroy that Kaisergrey instead. I only play one is because really not much to use for this card, because mostly in this deck I will go for fast end and I won't play too much option cards. Second inherited skill is, during security check, you may play a Takuya Kambara from your hand or trash. Yeah, that's why it's good. So you don't have to use Gaia Force or Transcendent Sword in this deck. Mostly you will rely on that easy kill, early game kill. So that's mostly about it. This deck mostly relies on early game kills, so that's why I wouldn't. And most likely I'll be doing the blue deck next. Yeah, the blue deck will be Kaisergreymon. Yeah, because most likely I have all the BT-07 hybrid decks. But don't worry, I'll be doing a deck profile on that later. So if you guys enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Share this to your friends. Of course, comment down below if you guys have any question on the decks and any suggestion I would really willing to give the tips. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.